By 2030, AMP is expected to cost between 0.009015 and 0.017028. All of the market examiners could reach 0.007012 by 2025, except for AMP. The price forecast for a bearish AMP market in 2023 is 0.001603. Customers who have done business with AMP before are used to paying quickly without worrying about security. Even though this is harder to do with blockchains. AMP is using collateralization with its AMP token to make sure that network clients don't have to choose between speed and security. This is happening even though the security token just came out at the end of 2020. As of now, over 40,000 areas use the organization. And its cryptographic money is starting to catch on. Could we ever guess how much AMPs will cost, and is the ticket a way to pay for them over time? In the cryptography world, what is an AMP? People disagree about whether security or speed should come first in order to make sure that every transferred security is welded. However, speed is important for the unlimited reception of a blockchain collateralization, which is how AMP handles this problem. To make sure that the flexomaker is done, customers can bet cryptographic money on each transaction. Tyler Spalding also made AMP, which is based on the Flexo organization and records, to simple roles, so that people can use it to make safe and quick trades from their own resources. Flexo with AMP is possible for sellers to make sure that installments are paid slowly and the interest for a hardy and extensive. As the number of blockchain clients grows, the stage will get bigger. Investors are starting to see how valuable AMP's clever ideas are. AMP's white paper says that it is a way to collect value while matching the incentives in different tokenized financial systems. This is done by combining a non-inflationary incentive circulation with positive feedback. Basic financial models have been made to show that AMP continues to be low-risk insurance, with its value rising because of the use it provides by allowing decentralized ownership and cooperation in financial organizations. Applications based on AMP can become much cheaper than existing frameworks and help remove the staggering extra weight loss of traditional social and fiat currencies. The value of the high profits AMP right now is $0.002003. As of right now, AMP has moved 4.75. And with a trade volume of 4,900,610, it is now ranked 968 among all digital currencies and has a market capitalization of $8459497. RSI-weighted normal MWA is moving using the general strength List-Williams fractal and moving normal combination difference MACD from the above plan. We can figure out cost designs for AMP to tell if we're going to have a positive or negative year by using constant AMP. Market information and all other information are updated live on our website, which lets us make dynamic cost projections based on how the market is acting and what it is supposed to be worth. From some points of view, 2023 AMP is one of the most interesting new types of digital money to come out this year. The AMP cost forecast for 2023 predicts a big jump in the last quarter of the year, which could hit 0.003005. As with other types of cryptographic money, the rise will be steady. But there won't be any big drops. A cost average of $0.002805 is very ambitious, but it should be possible soon with planned combined efforts and improvements. The number of AMP at its start should be 0.002404. AMP, we expect that the cost of AMP will soon go up because of the expected declarations of a lot of new groups and projects. 0.005008. But before making any hopeful predictions, we should wait to see if the AMP's general strength list comes out of the oversold zone. Given the uncertainty of the market, bets will be exchanged at a base exchange cost of 0.004007 and an average exchange cost of 0.004407. How much AMP will be worth in 2025 if the vertical path pattern stays the same until 2025? It could hit 0.007012, and if the market goes into a decay, AMP could gain. Maybe the goal won't be reached. In 2025, AMP is projected to trade for an average of 0.006411 and a low of 0.00601. If AMP does a good job of supporting market opinion among people who like digital currencies, the price of AMP coins might stay the same for the next 5 years. According to our estimates, AMP will be green in 2026, which is when AMP is expected to reach and beat its all-time high. In 2026, the value of the virtual cash will be 0.009015, with a base cost of 0.008013 and a normal cost of 0.008414. In 2027, the AMP cost is projected to reach a normal value of 0.010417, with a base cost of 0.010017 expected before the end of the year. Also, AMP's highest value is 0.011018. The AMP value forecast for 2028 says that a bullish trend will keep pushing the average price to around 0.01242. If AMP manages to break the safe level in 2028, the highest price could be 0.013021. If AMP doesn't get the help it needs by 2028, the value of AMP could drop to 0.01202 in 2029. While AMP is trying to make it easier for organizations to work together, the bull ISH trend from last year is likely to continue, so the base exchange cost has been set at 0.014023 and the annual cost is expected to be close to 0.015025 in 2029. AMP value prediction for 2030. By 2030, AMP will finally do better than its earlier after-tax values and set new price records. The base price could be 0.016026, and the maximum value could be 0.017028, with a 2031 average. The cryptocurrency money market is thought to be very unpredictable, which is one of the many reasons why figuring out costs is hard. Tries to figure out future costs as accurately as possible, but all assumptions should not be taken into account in his financial advice. Bitcoin stays at $30,000, Ethereum is above $1,900, and XRP goes up by 6%. Bitcoin nursed its wounds from the weekend and made small gains to stay above the $30,000 mark. Ethereum also went up a little bit but stayed below the $1,950 level. Bitcoin and other crypto tokens got over the weekend jitters, which were caused by people selling their digital tokens for a profit. But traders are still optimistic because a lot of money is coming into Toronto's Purpose Bitcoin ETF,